Him out once. Can he get him out again? Nuwan Pradeep.
Very good to see the players turn around very quickly. I've seen teams in this situation take quite a bit of time to get organised and come out again to start proceedings, but they've turned this around very quickly and just about ready to go. So Udana it is at the non-strikers end at the moment.
Izzy had the Tuskers dizzy for quite a while.
Here's the start of the super over. Oh, that's nicely bowled. That is gold. That sort of delivery to AndrewRussell in a super over.
That's what he does, Nuwan Pradeep. He sort of hills the ball back. So he's always coming back. He's always challenging your stumps and your pads. And that makes him quite tough to play at the back end of the innings.
He's having a sneaky look on the leg side.
He likes it there and down the ground.
Mid-off inside the circle. Oh, that's a good connection. It's gone high though, not far enough. It could be out. It is out. So that's an important wicket in the super over.
Nuwan Pradeep with the slower delivery, but it was Kusal Mendis. He had 15 meters to 20 meters. A tough chance, but they picked up a wicket. Look at him go. Position himself and make sure that he hangs on to it this time.
Yeah, it was the one actual play that cost Kandy Tuskers quite a lot when he dropped his Surudana. The most important thing with this, though, is that AndrewRussell's got back on strike, and I think that's really important.
Angelo Matthews, the captain, comes out.
You see, I don't mind Angelo coming out at 3, but you had to have Chandimal batting, because what that gives you is good cricket shots, and at least he'll be hitting the holes in the field and at worst running too. He won't be wasting any delivery, and that's the danger when you send a tail ender in.
Now that's a very good hit indeed. That is a wonderful hit. That is terrific stuff from AndrewRussell.
He was expecting that. The Yorker first up. Russell was ready for that. That's a miss hit, but still it goes so far away. It's gone all the way to Kataragama.
Strength.
Is that close to Colombo, Russ?
It's down here in the deep south.
2 wickets and teams are away, by the way. That means they're out if there's two wickets, 2 dismissals. Nicely bowled again onto that, the blue boot, I think, not the yellow boot, the blue boot.
That's not a mix-up. That's in style. Geez, that's hard to execute. Did you see what Nuwan Pradeep did by hand, and he's got it at a Yorker length?
That is unbelievably bowled under pressure after just going for a 6. That is an unbelievable comeback ball. What's good for Kandy is that it's got Russell off strike as well.
Bowling coach of the Tuskers, Nuwan Kulasekara. Been a fantastic player for Sri Lanka.
He could hoop it around. 2 balls left in the over. Full toss, worked on the onside. No one down there, that's gone for 4.
And suddenly the Tuskers have a big chase on their hands. 1 more ball remaining. The Kings have got up to 12 already.
Yeah, if this one goes for a boundary, it's going to be a tough chase. I'm just trying to have a look, and my thoughts gone back to the next combination. Isuru Udana bowls for. Do you guys think that's the right way to go?
Udana it would be. But who's going to be batting? Gurbas, Kusal Pereira, Kusal Mendis.
Spot on, Russ. Spot on.
Last ball. He's going to have to bowl that again, I think. Yes, he is. And the danger here is that AndrewRussell's got back on strike for the last ball. This is a perfect plan as far as the Kings are concerned.
Going for that wide Yorker, it swung. That's harsh. I know why Pradeep looked disappointed, because he got it perfect, but you can see it hoop just a wee bit. I wouldn't have minded if Lyndon Hannibals had let that go.
Where does he bowl this?
He has to bowl it, does he? He does. The wide Yorker.
Wide Yorker.
Because if he doesn't bowl it, Russell can't hit it.
No third man deep. Wide Yorker.
That front leg will get out of it for sure.
No, he's coming in straight here. Straight Yorker.
He's dragged it. Going to try and come back for two. They should be able to come back for two. That's a good total. That's a very good total. So that's the end of the over. 16 on the board. That is considered pretty reasonable stuff for a super over. So 1 over gone. AndrewRussell 8 not out. Matthews in the end 4 not out. So 16's on the board. What are your thoughts, boys?
Well, my thoughts were that Kandy Tuskers had got a couple too many in the first game, and in the actual game, the game was tied. So I'm not going to call it, although runs on the board for me is always massive. I think they've got still waiting for the Kandy Tuskers batsman.
You got to get here from Kandy.
Who is it? Oh, yep.
Kusaljana.
It's number 153.
Great start to the tournament. 219, playing 219, and it's a super over. Some wonderful batting, some great skills.
There has been, Russ, and I think that's what this tournament's going to bring. You know, we spoke about it before the game, around the fact that there are so many young, talented Sri Lankan cricketers, and the stage for them is this stage is as big as some of them are going to play on. It gives people an opportunity to play under pressure with expectations. All the teams have a fairly big fan base now, so it's preparing these guys for the next level.
Yeah, Kusal Pereira and Ramanullah Gurbas walking out. He'll be tired. He's batted almost the 20 overs. He's kept for 20 overs, 21 overs.
He had, just at the back end of our camp, he had a slight groin strain, our test camp in Kandy. So I just hope he doesn't do himself any mischief.
Let me just throw this out there. If the scores are tied here in the super over, it's a count back to the most number of boundaries in both the game and also the super over.
So we're going back to June of 2019. Referring to the World Cup final, Hayes. We just kept going and going and going, and we just couldn't separate those two teams. What a fantastic game that was.
Extraordinary.
It was an amazing game. Doesn't it seem a long time ago now, considering what the world has gone through in the last couple of months?
Left-hand, right-hand combination, Kusal Pereira. He's going to take strike. 6 balls, 17 required.
Gurbaz and Pereira, they're the two batsmen. Udana is going to be the bowler. He's got all sorts of variations. Udana with his left arm fast medium, back of the hand, 3 or 4 slow deliveries.
And he's got a backed offside field.
He'll know exactly what he wants to do. The way that Isuru Udana is, he wants this. Isuru Udana trains for situations like this. In the pressure situation, he always puts his hand up. And that was one of the things that came out of Bangalore as well, was that they really appreciated the fact that so many people run away from this type of situation. Irdan wants it all the time, and that's what makes him so successful.
Very experienced. And you can't run away, because this is such a game that you have to react fast. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But you have to focus on what's next. Gurbaz, 2 men behind square in the circle on the offside. Deep point, deep extra cover. Long off. And then there's a deep mid-wicket. So there's no surprises what he's going to be doing. Left armour, Englit across the right-hander.
Yeah, but with slower balls, otherwise he'd have his stand back. So he's got to bowl a lot of slower balls here.
There's those 2 men on the offside that are saving. And there's no one back at third man, and there's a big gap just to the left of, sorry, right of screen now, which I'm sure with their slower balls is the cow corner region. I'm sure is where the batsmen are going to be thinking with these slow balls, but it's hard to fetch them with that angled across. He can go straight, I suppose. It's got to go straight back over the bowler's head. Also a little difficult. I'm sure that's going to be the plan. Slow balls across the batsman with no pace. Right, here we go. 7's required. Hudana. Oh, that was inventive.
There's no one in the deep there. And he's missed out. So that dot ball, pressure building on the batsman.
Why'd he go so far?
Because he's expecting the angle from the left armour,
Surely
looking at
not
the field.
That far as well?
No, certainly not that far. Certainly not that far. The idea was right. He just went too far across.
Chip that away, and that's gone for 4. That's nicely played.
Powerfully hit. Heavily guarded that offside field, but gave the fielder no chance, probably just to his left.
It's sort of skimming off the grass, skimming off the dew. I'm surprised he hasn't gone slower ball yet. He hasn't gone the slower ball, particularly with his third man up in the ring.
I also heard on the stump mic, Isrudana making sure with the umpire, if he's going that far across, I can go wider. And he's right. If the batsman does go across, you get more of a margin.
Yep.
He did confirm that with the umpire, just reminding him, it's past midnight, you're up, aren't you?
Down the ground, straight. And that's gone for 6. That's an outstanding shot. That is a sensational shot. Goodness me. Bravo for the man from Afghanistan.
Wow. That is a very, very good shot. He's gone seam up again. He hasn't bowled a slow ball yet.
That's poor from Udan actually, because his ball length, he's given that extra pace, which has allowed Gurbaz to hit through the line. Suddenly, 7 off 3.
Well, they should walk this now. They should get this. 7 off 3, you should get this. Oh, that's got to be called a wide, surely. He did move across, but still, it's got to be called a wide.
That was on the leg side. If he stood where he was, that would have been a wide, says the umpire.
No, the umpire's got it wrong.
Yeah, that's a wide.
That's a wide. Definitely a wide.
2 off 7. The game changes again.
Wow. Just the single. Slight fumble. Real problem. Just the one.
Oh boy, oh boy. Last ball, 6 required. Is that ball down the leg side going to be costly?
Should have been 1 run and an extra delivery.
And this is going to be the first ball that Kusal Perera is going to be facing in this situation.
I don't want to harp on it, but it should be 5 runs from 2. It's not. It's 6 runs from 1.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what it should be. Well, at least we can't have the tie again. And there's an overthrow, 1 and an overthrow 4.
Can he find the boundary? Kusal Perera. He certainly packs a punch. Here we go. Isrudana off the last ball.
Oh,
He's hit it pretty well. It's not going to go all the way. That's safe enough. That is it. The Kings have got up. That's extraordinary. That really is extraordinary. After a terrific total that was posted earlier by the Tuskers, the Kings scrambled and got themselves back into this game, went to a super over, and now the Kings have won this.
Incredible game of cricket. That really was, and a great way to start the tournament as well. Fantastic game of cricket that.
7 was required of 3 after those 2 blows from Gurbaz. They couldn't get it. They couldn't get it. The Tuskers, they'll feel hard done by. They'll let themselves down. 219. How did you let it get to this position? But you're right. Awesome game. Great game. It's kept us on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, that was terrific. What a terrific game for game number 1 of this tournament. Everyone's been waiting for this sort of T20 franchise tournament to happen in Sri Lanka. It's underway now with a magnificent game that went to a super over. And there's going to be some smiling faces out there. There it is.
They've come from nowhere, come from behind. They won the toss, put the opposition in. The bowling didn't go to plan, but they've kept themselves in the game and found a way at points.
And the victorious coach, Herschel, is very, very happy.
His own Herschel Gibbs. He's got his batsmen believing. It's come from all over. Kusal Pereira, brilliant early, 87 runs. Made sure his team got a big score on the board, but they failed to defend it. Colombo Kings coming into this game as favourites, having some superstars. Have made a good start. It doesn't matter how you get it, it's about getting it. Isrudana, the hero. His batting at the death made sure that we got to us from where we have a super over in the very first game of this My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. We waited a long time for this, and the smiles are back. Great reaction. Colombo Kings, who for long periods in this game felt that they had no chance. Quiet game for Angelo Matthews, but he's made a few good decisions in getting that team across the line.